Anonymous Watch Guy here with a full review video. Quick wrist check. Filming this on a Tudor Tuesday, wearing the gorgeous silver dial Black Bay 41 today. But today I have a watch that I unboxed on the channel a couple weeks ago from California-based micro brand Vaer. Vaer is a little bit larger micro brand. They have a pretty extensive catalog and a lot of options on their website. I will leave a link in the description of the video to the Vaer website. I do not have to send this one back, so a big thank you to Vaer for that. But this is their new R1 USA Racing Chronograph, and this comes in a couple different sizes. This 42mm version, as well as a 38mm version, and a black dial that I have here, and kind of a cream-colored or off-white dial version as well that also looks really good. As I mentioned, this is the 42mm version. It is 50 millimeters lug tip to lug tip. You do have a 20mm lug opening. It is just over 12 millimeters thick at 12.2 millimeters. You do have a screw down crown there at the 3 o'clock position that is signed with the Vaer logo. It does give you 100 meters water resistance. So that's really nice. You do have a double domed sapphire crystal with inner anti-reflective treatment. Really nice double dome sapphire crystal on this one. Gives you a lot of distortion on the dial there. Really nice shot of the dial. Also adds to the kind of overall vintage flair or vintage feel to the watch. Definitely a really nice crystal on this one. This is running the venerable Seiko VK63 mecaquartz movement. That gives you -10 to +20 seconds accuracy per month. You also get that nice sweep on your chronograph hand there. So it's got your, not just a tick like your running seconds for a standard quartz. Your mecaquartz gives you the nice sweep of a mechanical watch. This also has C1 Super Luminova that we will check out towards the end of the video. But a really nice looking watch, definitely a vintage feel to it. Again, this is the larger 42mm version. There is a smaller 38mm version available that has a little bit more of a vintage footprint. But you've got a matte black dial with a white printed on minute track running around the outside there. You have your Vaer logo printed on there just beneath the 12 o'clock position. You've got American assembly printed there as well. All their watches are, I don't know about all, but I have to check the website, but almost all, I would say, of Vaer's watches are assembled in the United States. That's really cool. They are based in California. Got your water resistance down there at the bottom, 10 ATM or 100 meters. You've got your chronograph subdials at the 3 o'clock position there. You've got a 24-hour indicator. And at the 6 o'clock, you've got your running seconds. And at your 9 o'clock subdial, you've got a 60-minute timer. I like the use of the blue on there. You've got your little pop of color. Your running seconds hand down there in red, your chronographed hand in red, and then your blue on your 60-minute timer. Definitely like the use of color on the watch here. You do have what looks to be applied indices as well. You have kind of a syringe style handset. The lume on this watch is pretty good. We'll take a look at that, like I said, here at the end. But I like the way that the subdials are also outlined. Kind of makes them stand out on that black dial. Really nice looking dial. I like the way Vaer laid it out, and I like the way it looks. Really nice looking watch. I also like the use of high polished versus brushing. You have a really kind of broad, this watch doesn't have a bezel, but kind of like almost a bezel look. The top of the case is this really nice vertical brushing. You can see the vertical brushing there on the top of the case. And then your lugs around to the side of the case is all done in high polish. Got a really nice contrast between your high polished finish and your brushed finish. Really like the look of that. Gives the watch kind of a unique look. And then you've got some more brushing on the underside of the case there, on the underside of the lugs. So really nice contrast between the brushed finishes and the high polished finish, and even the brushed finishes like this. You've got a nice horizontal brushing on the underside there versus your vertical brushing or radial brushing on the top of the case. So really nice contrast between the finishing and a nicely finished watch overall, especially at the price point. You do get 2 strap choices with this watch, and that comes in at $399 US without the bracelet. If you want the bracelet option, I believe it's $100 more for the stainless steel bracelet, which looks to be a really nice bracelet as well. But it's pretty cool that you do get 2 straps with this, but a really nicely finished watch, especially at the price point, and a really nice double domed sapphire crystal, and really solid anti-reflective treatment on this one as well. Really like the overall look of the watch. The chronograph pushers also done kind of in a high polish there on the outside of the pushers. They are not screw down. Let's see, it is a flyback or snapback chronograph there. You can see it reset. But your crown is screwed down. You do get 100 meters water resistance. It comes with this nice FKM rubber tropic strap that is signed with the Vaer logo. They are quick release. And then you have your choice of some other straps. This one came with this kind of beige nylon style strap. Again, also signed with the Vaer logo there. One fixed and one floating keeper. Also quick release spring bars on this one. And again, your 20 millimeter lug opening is going to give you a lot of choices for straps on this one as well. You do have a screwed in case back, again, with your Vaer branding and a spec sheet running around the back there, your 100 meters water resistance, Japanese mecaquartz movement, assembled in the United States in domed sapphire crystal. So a really well done watch from Vaer. This is my first experience with the brand. I have to say I am pretty impressed with the build quality. Really nicely finished watch. Really seems to be a very well-made watch. You can kind of feel, I handle a lot of pieces, handle a lot of watches, and you can feel when something is of a little less quality, so to speak, than maybe something else. And you can definitely tell when you have this in hand that it is a quality feeling piece. It is a well-made piece. So very nice job to Vaer. I will definitely be checking out some of their other watches in the future. Let's take a look at the Lume on the watch, and then we will take a look at what it looks like on my 7.5-inch wrist. All right, you can see you do get super luminova on this watch. Looks like it may be C3. You've got a nice green glow there. The Lume is pretty good for what it is. It's a racing chronograph. It's not a dive watch or anything like that, but you've got a nice glow on your handset there. You see some Lume on the indices there as well, where your chronograph registers are not. But for being a racing chronograph watch, the Lume is pretty solid. Here's the watch on my 7.5-inch wrist. You can see this 42 millimeter version is a little bit larger, right at 50 millimeters lug tip to lug tip as well. You can see the down the barrel shot there. Still room on my wrist. It's not going to overhang. I do have a larger wrist. If you have a smaller wrist, don't forget there is a 38 millimeter version available as well. That might work a little bit better for you. But I think this is look at that crystal. Just a really good shot of that crystal. Really nice crystal on this watch. Definitely love the look of this watch. Love the vintage feel of the watch. Definitely a really cool watch. I'm a fan of Vaer. After having this piece in hand, the Vaer R1 USA Racing Chronograph. I'll leave a link to the website in the description. If you liked the video, give me a like, maybe subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.